with Guba's cold store, germplasm store for the thing. Basically, there are two issues. One is the purpose for which the store is being created. The other one is the facility itself. Next slide. And the procedure for the clients. There are, unlike the other seed banks, this seed bank has a private sector people who will be using it. So there are procedures for the clients and the processes and procedures which Guba will adopt. I'm basically involved with the Guba procedures, which you will be seeing in the thing. Can you go ahead? This is basically I think my previous speakers have very aptly put it. The germplasm here is to serve the private sector. Therefore, it's a need-based conservation, unlike the public sector where it is a national purpose for which you conserve the seed. So it is a need-based, so it is very clear that the private sector would be putting their seed, which they will be using it in future, or they'll be storing it for further future use someday or the other. The next slide, please. And the one thing I wanted to emphasize here, right now Guba has only one facility, which is for orthodox seeds. We are not in a position to do recalcitrant and intermediate seeds. Intermediate seeds they may consider, but basically it's for the orthodox seeds. Because the seeds you're going to put inside the cold store has to be of a quality so that it can withstand the temperatures and the long-term conservation needs. That is why that part of it is being provided. I know seed industry is going to ask, what if we bring our own seed and do it? I mean, our seeds are good. That I think you have to discuss with the management how they want to operate. But if you want an assurance that you are bringing in good quality seeds, we can also give an assurance. Next. Basically, this slide will show you what the client has to produce. I mean, you have to get good quality seed. I mean, there is no purpose in storing a bad quality seed in a long-term cold store. So what do we mean by good quality store? You have to give minimum information about the seed, which is basically date of harvest and the place of production. These are very important issues, and the client ID and the germplasm ID. My previous speakers, I think, have emphasized full information. I think anybody would like full information, but being in the private sector, I leave it at your convenience how much you want to share, or how much you want to share with others, and how much you want to be placed in the germplasm bank here. You can be assured that the information you give here will not be shared until and unless you tell them to share. And it will be, of course, shared with you. Next. Go ahead. The seed received would be processed in the seed processing unit. Before it is put into the cold storage, the processes involved are, go ahead. Seed processing basically involves seed cleaning, seed moisture content determination, seed drying, seed viability testing, seed packaging and storage, and finally into seed storage. One thing you will see I have left out is seed health. I think the reason I left out seed health for our private sector is that it's very difficult to have a seed health laboratory, and make it. And I've advised them that they probably should contact academic institution as a partnership, which is much easier than to look at all the pathogens and pests, because every new pathogen and pest appear for each crop each year, and each thing changes. So it's not possible for anybody to set up in a private sector, especially when they are a service industry, to do it. Next. Seed cleaning, of course, it's a physical cleaning that they will be doing, basically to remove all debris, weed material and light in unfilled seeds, and also weed seeds, and uniform seed is what will be stored. But the seed companies can tell us whether your seed should be uniform or not, because some of the parental lines could be mixed, because it depends on what you are using it. And then the other thing we will be introducing is an X-ray analysis, wherein if you think there are certain seeds which do have pests in them, for example, rice and nematodes are there. Do you want to see, once we know the season and the thing we know it may contain, we can also look at the seed itself through an X-ray analysis for any pests or unfilled seeds, which is very common in case of some of the crosses you may make with white species. Next. And the seed moisture content. This is one of the most important steps in the seed storage, especially for long term. I think there are published information, and this is something we will be looking at as a very closely and determining the first moisture content when the seed arrives. If the seed arrives with a proper moisture content, we do the viability and the rest of the procedure. If the seed content is a freshly harvested seed and with high moisture content, it will be dry. And it will be dry. For the seed moisture content determination, we will use the oven method, which is recommended. And very small sample will be used because we know that the seed industry has very precious seeds. We won't be using too much of it. And based on the crop, whether it will be a low temperature or high temperature constant drying will be used. Next. Once the seed moisture is determined, and if the moisture content is not up to the level recommended for long-term storage, which is in between 3 to 7%, the seeds will be dried. And seeds will be dried at a low temperature, constant humidity. To remove humidity, there is a dehumidifier which will remove the humidity and bring it down to a particular required temperature. I think you will be seeing some of these facilities when we visit the store. Next. And seed viability, it's one of the most important things. You don't want to store, because this facility, I'm sure, is going to be something which you will be using as an insurance for your valuable seed. So you have to make sure what you're putting in is a viable seed. So we will be doing the viability test based on the recommended germination test. And if your seeds are very few and far in between, germination test will be based on the crop and based on the published procedures. Next. And if your seeds are very small and very precious and you think you cannot wait, we can also do tetrazolium test to see whether the embryos are viable or not. This is basically soaking the seed and putting the dye. And we will not be wasting too much of your seeds. Be assured of that. Next. And then once the seed is dried and if a good viable, of good percentage germination, we recommend above 90 for crops. Below a certain percentage of germination, the deterioration starts very quickly. So you don't want to store very poor quality or poor viable seeds into the seed store, because anyway they will probably die, as Dr. Shankaran pointed out. In case of sunflower, it's a species determined nature of the crop. But in some times, if you put a poor germination seed into the cold store, it will also deteriorate. Seed packing will be basically dry, will be done on the dry seeds. We will be using 3-fold aluminum foil, which is recommended by Bioversity thing, and it will be vacuum sealed, not completely vacuumed. There will be little bit of air into it so that no moisture can get in. And inside the packet there will be a label which we will agree based on your what information you want to put on the label. And then outside the package also there will be a thermo adhesive label which will be placed on the thing before it is put into the store. Next. And the entire information will be on a gene bank system where the client using their ID can look at what seeds they have and which rack it is, and also information on the seed storage conditions, like what percentage germination they put it in. And this will be shared both with them personally and also through online. And based on the crop and the germination percentage at which you put, and international standards will be followed for just testing the germination on periodically, so that to ensure that your seed has not gone down. And if the seed has gone down, we'll inform the seed sector and seed companies, respective companies, to do the regeneration. Thank you. This is in brief what the thing is, and you will be seeing the facility. Thank you.